Hi. So my name's Esther Ann. Do you want to say your name? No name? No. How long have you been out here?
Like
2
2 years.
years?
Yeah.
How did that happen? Did you come to?
It's a long story.
Yeah.
But yeah, 2 years.
2 years? And like, are you scared out here? Do you get scared? Are you
Of course I'm
good?
scared. Well, I'm alone, so I'm not having anybody except for myself. So yeah, it is scary, especially at night.
Yeah. And you're in an area, like, I was scared the other night. The first I stopped for gas, that was it, you know? And like, I got really scared. Like, you're in a rough area.
It wasn't not even my area that I hang out. Actually, to be honest, I'm usually on 35th and Dunlap, not right here on Bell. But,
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's rough over here too.
Yeah.
Same shit. Both.
No.
Cops do kick people off this property and they will arrest. So I suggest you guys take this and move off the property. That way they don't have to.
Okay. All right, thank you. Is that what they're coming for?
Probably.
Want to walk?
Yeah.
Oh, they're going inside the,
Oh, the QC?
yeah. The other day when I was here, they went in there and everybody scattered like,
They already know what's up, you know what I mean?
yeah.
Cops are constantly pushing.
I like your tattoo. That one, look, I have, well, mine's not as pretty as yours. Yeah. How did you, so were you on drugs before you ended up homeless?
No, actually,
Or you,
I was kind of doing drugs, but I became more into drugs after I became homeless. So I'm more, yeah.
and then, what do you do? What kind of drugs?
I
Which
do,
ones?
Meth. I do the blues, the Percocet.
Are you scared? Like, there's so many people that die from the blues.
Yeah. Of course, I hear. Actually, a friend of mine died like 2 weeks ago or something. 3 weeks ago. Yeah, he died. He OD'd, I guess. But yeah, it's scary because some of the people I know or people they know OD'd. You know what I mean? But I guess I don't know how it happens. I don't know.
Yeah.
It's weird.
So, do you smoke it or
Yeah, I
do you?
smoke it.
Yeah.
I smoked it, but I shoot up meth.
Meth.
Yeah. So those are the two main drugs I do. I don't do anything else. I don't smoke weed or any other shit.
No. How do you make your money out here? How do you survive?
There's a lot of different shit you can do. Trust me. There's ways you can just talk to people.
Yeah.
That's all.
Yeah. Do you hardly ever have to pay for your drugs, or they come to you free? So I know as a girl on the streets.
Sometimes it's free, but sometimes not everything's free. I would say nothing's
Yeah.
free.
Right. There's always a price, right?
So like if anything, to be honest, like sometimes well in the area where I'm at, I usually clean for people and they'll give me some money or whatever. I do cleaning mainly.
Yeah.
Because I can't sell my body.
Right.
That's one thing I cannot and will not do. Like if I do that, I've lost everything. Like I have no more self-respect. I won't be me. Whatever's left of me, I won't have it, and I'll fucking lose it if I do something like that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I won't do it.
Yeah.
If I have to come to that, if it comes to that point, then I might as well just go rehab work. You know what I mean? Because I can't do it.
Have you thought about going to rehab?
Oh yeah, I definitely every day. I think about rehab every day because this life sucks.
Yeah.
This life sucks. Like I hate waking up every fucking morning, trying to figure out how I'm gonna get high. I hate it. I hate every day. But it is what it is. You know what I mean? It's not easy. People say, "Oh, go to rehab, go to rehab." It's not as easy as you say. It's
Yeah.
not. Like,
Yeah.
I don't even have ID.
Yeah.
I can't even do my unemployment because I don't have ID. So like.
Where are you? Not from Arizona?
No, I'm from there. I'm originally from New Mexico, but I came out here in 2006. So.
Oh, so you can go to the DMV and just get your ID? Yeah.
It's like 12. I think it's 12
Yeah,
bucks or something
12
like
bucks.
that. Yeah.
Have you ever used the ID program?
Twice.
Twice this
But
year?
No, not this year. It was last year. I used it twice, and they told me that the second one was my last one because they had helped me out with the first one, but something happened, so they let me get a second one. But they said that was my last one, so
Yeah.
I haven't bothered to go there.
I'm not, I don't think that's true. I think it's one a year.
Oh.
A year. So, and maybe 2 if it's an emergency. Yeah. So if it's been a year, then you
go back
can
again?
you can go back again.
Oh, okay.
I believe. I mean, maybe they change. You know, they're always changing stuff, but I think so.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Well, I could probably check on that shit then.
Yeah.
For sure.
Have you ever want to go to rehab? I can help you through the process. I went a lot of times, and I can't say that the first time stuck. And really, the first time I went is because the court made me. You know what I mean? Yeah. So I that's the only time I graduated a program. I've been in and out of every program Arizona has to offer. You know, and I can't say that they're 100% any of them. You know what I mean? But you just take the little things that you learn, the things that you like, and when that one doesn't work, and you go to the next one. But you know, once you go to a rehab and you're introduced to, you know, that way of thinking, then you come back out and get high again, it fucks it up. Like, you can't never get high the same without
that,
being in
yeah.
your head. You know what I mean? Because
No, I told myself that once I go to rehab, I'm done with this shit. I'm not coming back to it. I'm not looking back to it. I won't even have the same friends when I go to rehab because I don't want to be around anybody who gets high or none of that shit. I don't want to be around. I want to chill my whole fucking scene.
yeah, that's what you have to do.
Because I already know I'll
You're
do that,
beautiful.
and I'll smoke again or
Yeah.
I'll end up using again. So
Yeah. But if you do go to rehab, when you go and if you have a relapse, just remember it's part of it. You know what I mean? Every relapse gives me another good reason why not to. My last one was right when Corona started, and I got scared. They were locking us inside. You know what I mean? I got scared I was going to starve to death. So I went and bought a whole bunch of food, beans and rice. And then I bought a big ass bag of meth to put in my food in case, you know, they didn't let us out. But it makes me crazy in my head, you know? And then, and I'm so allergic, I get fever. And I would have never known that really for real, except for that I had the thermometer too, you know, to check for COVID. And so then I kept checking constantly. And then I found out that it gives me a fever. So not only it breaks my brain, it's horrible.
It's not more or less. It gives you fever. Meth does it to everybody. It like anything, it pumps your blood or some shit like that. So it makes your heart rate up. It makes your heart rate go up too. So it's not just you, but you're probably on the borderline of probably like what is it, high blood pressure maybe?
Yeah, probably.
And
maybe.
when you smoke G, it makes it go up a lot more, and it makes your body temperature go up too.
Yeah. So you get fever too?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like I can feel it. I feel all the time. Like you see how it's 100 and something degrees out here, right? And I'm over here getting high. So that plus the heat, plus my body heat, I sweat and like so much more, and it's awful. It sucks being out here because it's like I sweat all the time, and it's just ugh.
Do you have any other side effects from it? Like, I think I was gonna go blind too, because do you know how it opens up your pupils, and then I couldn't see good, and my seeing was getting worse and worse, and sometimes I would feel like I could not, you know.
When you're up, your eyeballs aren't getting rest. You know what I mean? So they're like getting dried out, and like how they say you get not delirious, but you start seeing things and shit like that. It's because of the G.
Yeah.
But
sleep deprivation and all of that. Yeah.
Your eyes are like. I know.
Yeah. Do you stay up for days and not eat without drugs? That just normal. That stuff's gonna happen.
No. I eat every day. I have to make myself eat every day because I'm walking all the time, like all the time. So I have to eat, but I don't eat enough. As you can see, I don't eat enough to keep up with my metabolism because I just don't. So yeah, I need to eat a lot more, but I don't have a place to sit down and eat. I haven't had a home cooked meal in like fucking like 2 years or something like that.
Yeah. You don't go to any of the outreaches or anything like that?
There's a church by where I stay. There's a church by the park I used to stay at. But they come to the park and they feed, and then Wednesdays they do this one heat relief thing where you can go in there and eat and stuff. So yeah, they make us hot food, but it's not.
Was it the park over there by the library? No.
It's Cortez Park.
Park.
35th and Dunlap.
Okay.
That's a rough area. I'm talking about rough.
Yeah.
There's like somebody dies like every week.
Yeah.
There's like a murder or a shooting or something. Something happens every week almost. It's crazy out there.
Do you ever go to the zone? To Cass?
Oh hell no! I stay way far from there, only because like there's sex offenders over there. And they let anybody in. Like I understand because they want to help everybody and anybody, but just because I'm a woman and like I heard stories about people in that place. I ain't fucking with that place.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
won't go over there.
That's one of the places I go all the time.
Yeah.
And yeah, it's scary,
And
it's
crazy
dangerous,
because
and I'm fucking dumb.
Every time I go there, I'm like, can you? There's a fight. Whenever I'm in line, there's a fight somewhere. Every time, it's crazy. Like I
Yeah.
only go there every once in a while, but every time I go there, there's a fight. A fight breaks out.
Apparently they kicked me off the campus now because I'm not using drugs, and you know, I talk to people, and so they permanently banned me. I'm gonna have to fight that shit. I'm so upset. Like, and I had heard that when people go back and they start to try to help people, that they make whatever reason to get rid of them and kick them out, you know.
Why?
I don't know it, like they want people to just stay right there in that circle, in that system, you know, and they're trying to get like $1 million a year or something, or for however often, to for all their resources, and they're applying for like 8 million more, and so they're supposed to have to prove like what good they're doing with it, you know what I mean? And because they didn't used to tell me, they didn't tell me nothing about recording inside or outside or anything for over a year, and then all of a sudden they freaking asked me to stop, and I did, because I didn't want to lose my rights to go in there, you know what I mean? And now I'm kicked out to the outside, so if I do go record, I have to stay outside the gate, the even worse area.
I know.
I was just over there the other day.
It's a little safer, but yeah.
Yeah, and there was somebody was OD'd, and like I was the only one with a phone, so I had to call 911, and then she was gone, you know, and they wanted us to go in there and try to give her CPR and turn her over.
Yeah,
I was freaking, I was freaking out.
Somebody OD'd in front of me too, and like everybody was panicking, but I'm like, no, we need to stick this motherfucker with one of those Narcans.
Yeah.
So I was like drawing it out of the bottle, and another guy passed this guy, and this guy was sticking the guy. We stuck that motherfucker 5 times before he came back.
Yeah.
And he came back though, thank God.
Yeah.
Because I'll be damned if somebody dies in front of me, because I don't want that shit like on my conscience, or I just don't want that shit to happen in front of me. Only because that shit will haunt me for the rest of my life. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like,
have you heard stories about people seeing somebody ODing and just taking off because they didn't know what to do?
Yeah. Like, that's fucked up. I don't know why people do that shit. Like, some people, what do they do? This one happened recently, like maybe a couple months ago. But dude, I guess he OD'd, and then they took him to somebody's house, and they just left him, and then they just left him.
Let him die.
I think they called the cops for him. I'm not sure, or the ambulance for him. But they left him there. But I mean, he did get help, and he did survive, thank God. But I mean, imagine if they didn't help, or they didn't get help in time, he would.
Yeah, the least anybody can do is call and tell them where they're at, right? So they can try to save them. Even if you dip, right? Like, because it is traumatizing to see that. Really traumatizing.
For real, and especially if you're smoking with him, that's even worse.
Yeah, right? Then you're like, am I next? Like,
Right.
but I've heard somebody say like they were right there with somebody when they were ODing, got stuff from the same person, had, you know, exactly the same thing in their bag, and watched the person OD, called the cops, you know, saved them. They went to the hospital, they went off and did the same drug, knowing, you know, knowing that
people OD and they go back to smoking again. I'm like, I don't know. That's their choice, I guess.
And the person that you Narcaned and brought back, did they believe you that they had OD'd at the time? Because I heard a lot of people, they don't believe it.
He woke up and he was in pain, or he was just, because you know how it knocks all the drugs out of your system, or the opiate or whatever.
Yeah.
So he came back and he was straight sober, so he was like coming down, and he was just like, he came down, so he was sick as fuck. Like, he was really nauseous, and he wanted to throw up, and we kept trying to like give water and, you know, trying to feed him and shit, but he didn't want to. He was just kind of sick. He wanted to smoke again, so he ended up smoking again.
But it doesn't do nothing once you have it in your system for a long time.
Because it takes a minute for he has stuff to wear off or whatever, Narcan or whatever. So yeah, he's kind of stuck from it.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's crazy.
Yeah.
When that happens, I don't know. I just hope that never happens to me, but.
And if it does, is that gonna be your cue
I
to?
hope somebody's around that fucking loves me or cares enough about me. Cares about me at least to fucking call 911 or, you know, fucking give me the help I need, not just leave me there. You know, that's what I hope.
Yeah.
If I
But
find out, man.
what about this question? I don't mean nothing bad. What about caring about yourself enough to just stop before that happens? And I know you're halfway there in your mind, you know what I mean? But you can love you better than anybody else can.
Yeah, I know, but.
And you do know that using is just you caring about yourself, covering up your pain and your emotions, and you know, so you are loving you a lot, a lot. What do you think your life would look like if you didn't use drugs anymore?
I'll have my kids if I wasn't doing drugs. But I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know how to go about it, or I don't know. But I know for sure I would have my kids. Yeah.
Have you ever tried detox?
Mm-mm.
No.
No. I just heard of it. I think there's one on Olive in 43rd or 55th or something like that.
Yeah.
I'm not sure. I want to go. I really tell myself that every fucking day. Like I'm gonna go, but I'm still fucking trying to chase the high. I don't know.
Because you know, once you stop, that's it. I did that for a long time. I bet I used for an extra year, knowing, you know, that it was, once I went back in again, it was going to be my last time. And oh my God, I chased it like, you know, it was just there. And I'm like, fuck this shit, it's coming to an end, but I got to go more. I got to go harder because I know it's coming to an end. It was crazy. And then I kept thinking, maybe I could just learn how to use right. Maybe I could do it safer. Maybe I could, you know, be a functioning addict.
There are functioning addicts, though. I mean,
Yeah, and fuck them for that. I know.
shit. I mean, there are functioning addicts. I mean, I was an alcoholic for I don't know how long, and I was functional. Like, I would go to work, you know, get off work, and then start drinking until I pass out, and then I get up and go to work, do the same shit every day.
Yeah.
But
then you added the drugs.
Things fell apart when I lost my job and when I lost my kids. Once I lost my kids, I said, "Fuck it." I didn't want to live, to be honest. But since I'm here, then I don't want to live one day sober without my kids. Only because I'm in my right mind. In my right mind, I shouldn't be without my kids. My kids should be with me. So that's the reason why I don't want to get sober, because I know I have a lot of shit in your face, but I want to have my kids with me. So
Are they with your family or are they with CPS?
they're with their dad's families. So
Do you ever get to talk to them?
I don't get to talk to them. I don't see them or anything.
What do you think you have to do, accomplish to be able to see them?
That's what I want to know, because if I get sober, it's gonna be with them, and I want to know that I will get them back. Like, I want to know for sure. Like, if it's not possible, then I don't want to fucking get sober. Like, I'll die out here because I want to be with my kids. I don't want to be out here living without my kids. So, I don't know.
And I'm going to give you my number, so when you're ready, if you're ready, I can help you. Because you don't have to go to the place. They'll come to you. You know what I mean? They'll transport you everything. And then you could have a name on there, and you could put my name so you could call me. You know what I mean? And I could help you advocate for yourself when you're ready, because I got lots of experience.
Yeah.
Do you have a phone?
No, I don't.
No?
This shit gets stolen. Everything gets stolen from me. Like, every week, it seems like I got to go to a backpack every other week because people like to steal shit all the time.
Yeah.
All the time. What do you think?
Right.